Are we live? Where's my cappuccino? Where's my makeup artist? Oh, guys, you're here. Welcome to a new episode of Carol's Talk. My God, I forgot my pills this morning, so this is why. By the way, today it's a very special episode of Carol's Talk because I won't be alone. With me, I'll have Ale, that is the main head behind the Never Obey Again. A few weeks ago, we asked you if you had some question for him, and I saved them all in here. Look, I'm so professional today. But before calling him, I want to announce something. You know that I'm doing this Carol Talk because I want to update you with some news, with stuff that are going around our project. So finally, I have some gigs to announce. Maybe one of you already seen it in our pages, in our Instagram or Facebook, but I'm gonna do it here officially. So we are so happy because on June 27th, we will be in Romania at Odisea Festival for the first time in a very special festival with a lot of big names in the metal scene like Hammerfall, Stratovarius, Phil Campbell, Rhapsody of Fire. We are so happy to be part of it, and I hope to meet you on the road there in Romania, waiting for you guys. And then finally, we have some Italian gigs. So Italian friends, we are coming for you. On the 24th of May, we will be in Pesaro, Spazio Webo. And then in August 15, we will be in this beautiful festival. It's called Summer Croc and is in Padova. And then on August 22nd, we will be in Viterbo with Frozen Crown at Blera Rock. So we are so happy we finally can play a little bit more in Italy. Waiting for you all, guys, and hope to meet you all on the road very, very soon. But okay, so let's go to the good part of the show. So I'm calling Ale with me, so it's so ready to answer to all your questions. Finally, I'm not alone. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, here with us today, Ale Tubo!
Hey guys!
Welcome Ale to Carol's Talk. Luckily you're with me today.
Yeah, it's very nice to finally meet you. I've seen all your videos. It's first time for me actually seeing you.
Are you excited, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So let me introduce Ale. I know you already know him, but I know that I'm the front woman, so you're really used to see me, but the real protagonist of the band is him. It's true. He's the one behind me that say, Carol, you have to do this, you have to do that, because I'm completely dumb. So thanks God.
Okay,
he's with me.
This is gonna get very weird very soon.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions for you. So since you are behind like a lot of songwriting, lyrics and songs and music, so I have a lot of questions for you.
There we go.
On this topic. The first question is from Melina. Ciao, Melina. Which Noah songs have you written, and what was your inspirations?
So we should say firstly, it's gonna take a minute, that all the End of an Era album has been composed before Alex joined the band, for those of you who don't know. So I wrote mainly all the songs in that album, and then Alex joined the band and we co-wrote Trust as an album, but we split the duties. Alex is very good in audio production and arrangements and stuff, so he took care of all the arrangements and the music part, let's say, and we worked from different countries because me and Carol, we were living in Dubai back then. So basically Alex sent me over all the structure of the song music-wise, and I wrote all the vocal lines, the melodies and the lyrics. So there you have it.
So also, in a scale from 0 to 100, how patient do you think that Carol is with you?
Whoever asked this question doesn't really know how things work in this band. So.
It's Melina, and I love you.
I think we mutually agree on the fact that we're both very patient with each other. I'm definitely a psychopath. I'm a control freak, and I have a lot of anxiety with duty and timings and stuff and schedule. So being accountable with the schedule that we self-impose to each other.
And I'm the opposite. But I try, honestly.
Yeah, she does.
I think I got better.
She got very, very much better.
Because before it was like a sack of trash.
A sack of trash.
I'm sorry, I'm Italian.
You know that-
Bidone della spazzatura!
A trash bin. No,
A
no,
trash.
it's not true. So yeah, basically I'm very obsessed with deadlines and stuff and stick to a routine. Caro, she's very much more artistic, let's say, and she's like a free spirit or whatever, and I wanna fucking kill her every time that we have a deadline, and she's like, yeah, but I don't feel like today.
Yes, of course, but it brings joy and it brings, like, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, we complement each other,
Exactly.
but we don't do compliments to each other.
No, exactly. I have a question in Italian. Can we also speak in Italian?
A bit, of course, yeah.
Ok, so la prola chiede: ciao amici italiani, parliamo anche italiano? Fortunatamente. Come si cerca ispirazione per i testi? Avviene casualmente o è una continua evoluzione?
Secondo me l'ispirazione per i testi viene da qualcosa di estremamente personale, è inutile girarci intorno. Più si vive un periodo di merda, più è facile trovare ispirazione nello scrivere dei testi, no? È fuori discussione. Dai grandi artisti fino a quelli, insomma, artisti più contemporanei, io potrei spaziare da pensare ad Elton John a Salmo, per darvi due cose completamente opposte. Entrambi sostengono o hai passato un periodo di un certo tipo e hai qualcosa di forte da comunicare, oppure i tuoi testi saranno un po' cheap, senza nulla togliere alla musica pop italiana, per esempio, del momento. Spesso e volentieri quei brani lì sono un po' cheap perché di base sono scritti per essere facilmente condivisibili nelle cose più allegre. Tendenzialmente quelli che poi sono i brani che però ci ricordiamo nel tempo, che sono un po' degli evergreen, sono tutti dei brani che possono, insomma, farci sentire rappresentati anche su dei lati un po' più vulnerabili, su delle difficoltà che ci sono state nella nostra vita, quindi sicuramente quello è un po' una fonte di ispirazione.
Se posso, ci
Sì?
vuole anche tanto cuore, tanta pancia per scrivere dei brani.
Certo, esatto. Poi dipende un po' dal momento, a volte uno parte da situazioni personali e poi cerca di trasformarlo in qualcosa di molto più facilmente condivisibile, e invece altre volte è proprio un bisogno, una sorta di seduta di psicoterapia che uno fa con il proprio foglio davanti e scrive un testo, insomma. Questo almeno per me è la mia regola principale, non è una regola, cioè, così funziona per me. Poi magari questi testi possono piacere o non piacere a chi li ascolta, però questo è il modo in cui mi viene naturale scrivere dei testi, ecco.
Another question is about the creative process. Vando asks, how does the creative process work? Do you sit down and look for chords progressions, or is it all spontaneous?
So creative process has been quite a lucky shot for us. Me and Alex, we sit down and try to write stuff, but we never do it together. We just finalize things together because we're kind of two psychopaths, both of us. So we tend to get too much in each other's ways when we say, oh, why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? In the moment we're composing stuff. So we just come up with ideas. We try to develop the idea as much as possible, send it over to the other guy, and to have a fresh check, because most of the time it's like, okay, I've heard this thing for a while because I composed it, you've never heard it, just straight off the first listening, let me know if it's something that has the wow effect, if it's meh, or if it's just bleh. I'm not gonna use that.
Because sometimes when you write something, you get so excited and you think,
Yeah.
oh my god, I got the hit, and then after 2 minutes you say, oh my god, this is trash.
Luckily, I've said it thousands of times, and I will keep on saying that. We really found each other. We are really good bros, me and Alex. There is no ego involved. None of us take things personally, which is the most important thing in a band, I think.
Yeah.
And it's very good when I can just submit my ideas to Alex, and he does the same with me. And then, if it's something that works, then we meet in front of a computer. Unfortunately, the music gets done this way nowadays, and then we can finalize our ideas and implement each other ideas on top of that, but the base has to be solid.
Yeah.
That's it.
You and Alex are two psychopaths, but you work really good together.
Yeah, we do.
I'll admit, you got it. Record it, okay? Say.
Black and white, sign the paper.
Yeah, sign the paper. Okay, so this is the question. What's your main inspo behind lyrics?
As I said, dark moments, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we should be more open about that, and I have no shame in admitting it. So the darker the moment I lived, the better the lyrics I wrote, and those are the things that probably will last forever for me, and I'm happy to be able to look back to those lyrics and relive that moment with the eyes of that moment, because after, let's say, 1 year, I've overcome certain types of adversity and have like a completely different point of view. But it's nice to rethink about yourself through the eyes of that very moment where you felt the things that you felt. So basically the deepest songs the best lyrics, at least I think, have been written in dark moments, facing like personal adversity and stuff, or anger.
You're digging deep, like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run away from admitting that I had a lot of anxiety, and I also struggled a bit with depression. I don't want to be the kind of influencer be like, oh, I felt this and felt that. Everybody went through adversity, anxiety, and depression, whether they know or not. We just call it with different way. But each one of us had tough moments in their life.
Of course.
I had them too, and the good part of being a musician is that you can make the most out of it and write good songs.
Yeah, good. These are good answers. Love it. So John V is asking, which is your favorite guitar brand?
I mean, no brainer. It's ESP. I mean, I've been so lucky to be able to work with ESP forever now. I mean, 2010 maybe, 12 that I started working and then actually build a real relationship with the brand. Back in the days there was Chris Canella as a product specialist over there. Then now there is Tony Rauser. I mean, all the team over there is amazing. The guitars are amazing. I mean, I have right here the very first ESP.
You're sexy lady.
This is probably the best guitar I've ever owned. I love it. And all the others that you see House using on stage are ESPs. So LTD, ESPs, E2, same brand, different moments of history and different productions. But we all have, I don't know if you saw some live footage, but we all have white satin white instruments. Looks very good on stage. Very reliable guitars. I highly suggest to everybody to try them out. I have several others instrument like a Les Paul over here, a Strat over there, another Telly over there.
Other 1,000 in the other room.
Not gonna lie, I'm very happy that they didn't put any exclusivity thing on the contract. So with other bands or projects, I can also use other guitars. But ESPs are definitely the best one that I like the most.
Even me as a singer, I understand that they sound so good. Like for metal and rock, I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound is so great. Then there is Madness Neural Prison. They say, teach me, master, how to do all your work correctly.
A ton of Guinness, whiskey.
Fights.
I train martial arts, so I just go in front of the bag and just constantly kicking the bag. It's the best thing. And I mean, honestly,
and never sleep.
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm doing it properly. That's the cool thing about having a band. So if you think you got it right, you're mostly doing it wrong. So I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to do things properly, which is very frustrating 90% of the time. And I'm not gonna be sitting here telling you, yeah, we solved the puzzle. We didn't. We don't. We will never solve the puzzle. We're struggling day by day and we're fucking frustrated. Also, these formats, we're doing it to build a fan base. And
we don't know if it will work. Yeah. I don't know. It's just we try.
It's a constant attempt.
Yeah.
And we hope for the best, but we expect the worst.
It's a no way out journey, let's say.
Yeah. But I mean, when you find a way to enjoy the journey too, I mean, this is such a stupid phrase, but it's a common sense.
But it's true.
If you find a way, just to, you know that from here you want to go there. There it's like big stages, great crowd, great reception, big fan base, whatever, great label, okay. But everything in between, it's a step on the ladder, and the bigger step of the ladder you self-impose yourself, the earlier chance you have to fall. So small steps, do the fucking thing on the everyday, and probably you'll succeed. Or if you don't, then don't take it personally, just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's also nice to enjoy the ride because it's so easy to be focused just on that goal, but then you realize that you have around a lot of beautiful things that are happening. And for example, all the people that are following us, guys, is not granted. So I will never stop to say thank you guys for following the project,
100%.
For supporting us. It means a lot to us. I know that maybe looks like a serenade to you, but it's absolutely true. I feel grateful every fucking day. So thank you so much. And then please
take it, I mean, I also do this comparison, take it as a diet. I've been struggling with diet my entire life too. So it's something that really resonates with the diet journey, right? If you think that you can get your dream physique in 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, you must be stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, take your time, enjoy the fact that you're going down the scale and up on muscles, you're like having small wins in your daily routine, and those things will pile up in the future, and actually in 2, 3, 4 years, then you turn back and you say, I was a fat fuck back then, and now I'm a good looking guy, which I'm still not, but I'm working out
You're
on it.
beautiful. Stop it. So next question is from Cassio Alves. Ciao Cassio. He's the one that is following us, I think, since the very first time. His favorite song is The Storm. So the first
Thank you,
single.
Cassio. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Scusami, hai una cosa qua, il rossetto. Ok, perfetto.
Makeup artist, where are you? You have to check me. Who are your inspiration behind music, composing, and guitar? So not what are, but who are your inspirations?
Oh, weird background of music. I'll start out with first thing first. My father, he was a guitar player, the very first guitar player I've ever heard playing in my entire life. And of course, it's been very fascinating to me to be around the house with some of those guitars. He quit playing way before I was born, but guitars have always been around the house, and sometimes I was hearing him playing during the weekend, and I was very fascinated. Started off with piano, switched to drums, back to guitar. So I'd like to say that despite the fact that I did like an academic, journey, so I had to go through all the drills, I still don't consider myself as a guitar player. I won't consider myself as a musician. The thing that I love the most is groove. I love grooving riff. I love the groove that impacts the sound. I love sound. I love music. And so my main reference on that term, it's Tom Morello, for example. Not the best guitar player, all the respect, he's a great guitar player, but doesn't belong to the championship of Matteo Sasato or like John Mayer or this type of people, Guthrie Govan. He's a rock solid guitar player that prioritize impact. Impact is the right word.
Yeah, it's true.
So Tom Morello is the first thing as a gut type of musician. And moving on, the guitarists that I love the most are Andy Timmons, Tommy Emmanuel. I love, of course, John Mayer. How can you say that? And then if I have to think of like artists that I love are mainly like songwriters from Italy, like Niccolo Fabi, Roberto Angelini, or moving on to Hosier Hazlitt, like people that, I mean, they belong to so many different things.
So, here in coming to you,
yeah.
What musical genre is your guilty pleasure, since you mentioned Hazlitt and stuff? So,
folk artist. Like, just picture yourself a big guy with a big beard. I don't ever know how to. I mean, there is beer you drink. There is bear. There are
beard. I think.
Bear, I mean that thing that grows over here in the
okay.
face.
Hey,
What the fuck? So picture yourself a big guy with a big beard. With an acoustic guitar, is in the middle of the forest singing like a lullaby, and
Love
this
it.
is the type of music I'll listen what I can. And then I immediately switch to Bad Omens, Architects, and Parkway Drive and whatever. So I should get my brain checked probably, but those are the things that I listen the most. Yep.
I love when we have to spend time on the car, and our Spotify playlist like switches from Mumford and Sons to Bad Omens to Hazlitt, Hosier, and then
And I don't want to be silly, but every type of music is good. Don't take it as a stupid sentence. It is in a way, but at the end of the day, there is an emotion for every type of music. So every music you want to listen to, every type of music you want to listen to, has its own moments depending from your emotion in that very moment. So take it as it is.
Besides some genre. By the way, how do you deal with the pressure to keep everything in mind, and how do you relax from organizing? Never relax!
I just don't.
It never relax, guys.
Literally, no, I'm still learning about life. I have no idea. So what I try to do, the only thing I have a grip on, it's working out early in the morning. First thing I do when I wake up, because the rest of the day it's a mess every day. And so I just try to get it to be as exhausted as possible physically in the morning. So I do all the brain thing in the rest of the day, and then I die when it's bedtime, because when it's bedtime usually, and I think it's something that can resonate with a lot of like musicians or people that work in this industry, it's very difficult to say stop. You go to bed and you overthink, and you never sleep. So I just try to be as dead as possible by bedtime, and I do it like self-imposing myself gym in the morning, so I get exhausted and then I can sleep at night. And to keep the pressure and keep all things together, I just don't know, I try to organize things in timings, like from this time to this time I'll try to do that, and whatever happened at the end of the time, I will look up after this thing tomorrow in the next lot of time, but I'm not good at that. I will lie if I say that I'm capable of doing that, because then the phone rings, you have the management, the booking agency, the label, and then you follow up for people not answering to you, you get frustrated, and it's
Can
all
I
a fucked up
answer?
thing. Yeah.
For you, alarms. Alarms are the ones that help Ale to have a good schedule. Like every minute.
I hate myself. This question felt like a punch in the gut.
Okay.
And
So I have a question that we can switch the mood.
yes, please.
So this question is from our one-of-a-kind bass player that we love with all our heart,
I read it
and is
too.
Trappo, and I read it in Italian. Ale, è vero che hai due cazzi? Trappo, there will be your turn. So guys, please, if you have stupid questions for our bass player, do it, let me know, because it will be the next one, because I think he won the survey. So the first one was you.
So it will be time for Trappo.
So guys,
Trappo, I have, yes, sì Trappo, io ho due cazzi e li terrò in bella vista dietro la telecamera durante il tuo prossimo episodio di Carol Talk, quando parlerai tu, così dovrai guardare i miei due cazzi e provare a non ridere per tutta la trasmissione. So for the non-Italian speaker, Trappo, our bass player, just asked in the question box, because he's a stupid motherfucker. He wrote, is it true that you have two penises? And yeah, the answer is yes, Trappo. I have two cocks, I have two penises. And when you will be in this chair recording your episode of Carol Talk, I will just flash them out constantly behind the camera, and you'll have to watch it and try not to laugh during the entire interview.
okay,
Take it.
Take it, it's yours. So it looks like we have the last question. So
Yeah.
I hope he answered very good to all your questions, guys. And let us know in the comments, of course, if you have any question for the band, especially for the other members of the band, because next time there will be with me. So we need you guys as usual. And I have the last question is from an anonymous person, and he say, how talented and special and beautiful and amazing and nice from 0 to 100 is Carol?
She wrote herself. Okay.
No, it's anonymous.
I'm gonna say it over here
Anonymous.
once for every time, and I'm forever, and I'm not gonna repeat it. Okay, she's definitely the most beautiful lady. She's the most talented singer, and she really is. What we love about Carol, she's very down to earth. We are being stupid now, but we are so blessed to have her in the band, and we're also a couple. So it's a jackpot for me. I'm a very lucky guy, despite the fact that a few times we don't agree on a few topics. But it's very, very nice, and I'm telling you straight, to not having to deal with a diva that she could be, because actually she has all the card to be played for having this diva, let's say, behavior, but she doesn't. She's the most down-to-earth human being, and we're very happy to have her as a front woman, because, I mean, it's so much better than having a diva.
Thank you. So you have it. It's recorded, guys. I will use it forever.
I hope this clip is damaged for some reason.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, I think Carol's Talk is done for today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us in this new episode. Hope you like it. If you want to hear more from us, let us know in the comments, of course.
Okay.
And thanks, Ale, for being here with us.
Thanks a lot for having me. I get in the kitchen and prepare food for lunch, okay?
That's perfect. It's such a good chef. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Mwah.
By the way, once again, guys, every time you'll hear it said by her, but I want to say it too. Thanks a lot for being part of this journey. It's a small niche of people, we get it, but we will remember each one of you that was with us from the very start, because those are the people that matters the most. It's so easy to jump on the hype train when the train is going full speed.
True.
But thanks a lot for pushing the train from behind to let it move and go on the rail in the first steps.
Thank you, guys, from the bottom of our hearts. Mwah.
Ciao.